The attack on the train station in the Chinese city of Kunming comes at a time when the security is already heightened ahead of the meeting of the Chinese Parliament, the National People's Congress in Beijing on March 5th. The authorities have pointed fingers towards the separatists in the Xinjiang province, the restive province where the violence has been on the upswing over the last few months. China has had a trouble in containing the violence. Now, if the involvement of the Xinjiang separatists is held true in this attack, then it signals indication on the part of the group which is spearheading the violent campaign, the East Turkestan Islamic Movement or the ETIM, that they have been able to regroup and enhance their capabilities despite the crackdown from China and enhance their capability to target the cities in the mainland China. Responding to the escalating violence in the Xinjiang province, China has launched a severe crackdown against the militants. Regionally speaking, China has realized that the problem emanates from the terrorist safe havens in Afghanistan and Pakistan regions. There has been a partial realization of this problem, and China has been telling the Pakistani authorities and the Afghan authorities to launch a crackdown against these militants. However, China's approach in dealing with the problem can be described as an insular one, where its focus is only on the protection of its interests, overlooking the interconnected nature of international terrorism. So even as China is telling Afghanistan authorities and the Pakistan authorities to crack down on the ETI militants, China has been overlooking the concerns of India on Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed, the same ecosystem in which all sorts of terrorists thrive. Secondly, China has not been able to evolve a regional security initiative to deal with the problem of terrorism. There is Shanghai Cooperation Organization's RAF, Regional Anti-Terrorism Structure, to deal with the problem. However, it has not been able to evolve into a significant body. Thirdly, after the last year's Tiananmen Square attack in which 3 people were killed, China has been talking about the problem in the regional forums. India should take China on this and also evolve some kind of intelligence sharing arrangement where both the countries can discuss terror threats. India and China both already have a military engagement on anti-terror. The Operation Hand in Hand is one such example of that. I think there is a possibility that this kind of an attack will take place because terrorists always look for a high-profile event to highlight their cause. Now, Kunming has given them the kind of international propaganda which they wanted, so it's possible that despite all water security measures that the Chinese have implemented, there will be a possibility of another attack.